welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be a mixture of things. I'm going to be doing a mini Disney haul. I'm going to be doing a what to pack / do's and don'ts of packing for your Disney trip. And I'm also going to be doing kind of like my favorite things to pack when I go to Disney and the things that I can't go to Disney without. So let's talk Disney. The last video I have time to film before I go to Disney, so I wanted to make sure that I kind of got a whole bunch of things in one that I kind of wanted to film before I go. And when I come back, I'm probably not going to have a video because I probably won't have time to make one, but I do have a video that I made of kind of like bloopers from all of this, and I'll probably post that when I get back. So I'm going to start off with the Disney haul because I know a lot of people probably came here just for the Disney haul, and I mean, I don't blame you. I love Disney hauls myself. So this is kind of some of the stuff that I got for my Disney trip / just I got before my Disney trip that I wanted to show. So the first thing is from the Disney store. It is, I think these are called Oofies. They smell like strawberries, but I have a Stitch one that I got for Christmas, and I wanted another one because they were on sale at the Disney store because they always have great sales on like Tsum Tsums and these little Oofies. So I got a Dumbo one because he's so cute. And then next up that I bought was from JCPenney's. This was also on sale. And it's a red Mickey hat. Now because I have bangs, I don't really wear hats that often because they just look weird on me. But I do wear them like occasionally at the beach and stuff. And because I had to wear hats when I was working at Disney, I kind of got used to wearing hats. So I'll probably take this to the beach with me when we go to Clearwater. Next up is a shirt I got off of Etsy, and I've been wanting this shirt forever. I couldn't find it anywhere else, but there was a seller on Etsy, I forget who it was, that sold this, and it says, "Hey girl, hey," and it's so cute, and I love Moana. She's my second favorite Disney princess, and I have Moana ears to go with this, so I knew that I really wanted this, and I had to have it. It's a small. Normally in tank tops, I fit in like a small if it's unisex, which this one is, but it fit a little tighter than I expected, so as long as I don't like dry it all the way, it should be fine. And then next, because I have an unhealthy obsession with Epcot and Spaceship Earth, I got another tank top that is Spaceship Earth because it has Spaceship Earth on the pocket. This also came from Etsy, and oh my god, I'm in love with it. And this one is a small, and it's a little big on me, but tank tops are always a struggle. This is why I don't like order things online very often, because I just never really know if it's gonna fit or not, like even when I look at the measurements. But so here is that. And then my favorite item of all that I bought during Food and Wine, they had like these Adidas sneakers that were like Spaceship Earth, and I could not find them anywhere in my size. I finally found on eBay they had 2 pairs left. One was a 9, one was a 7.5. I wear an 8 to an 8.5. So I was like, all right, do I go with the 7.5 or do I go with the 9? Like, I really want these. I ended up going with the 7.5, and I'm glad I did because a lot of people said that they fit kind of big, and they do because the 7.5s fit me perfectly. But I got them. They are Adidas and they are Spaceship Earth, and they match my tank top that I bought. And I'm so excited because I love anything that is Epcot, and these are just my most favorite thing ever. And they're super comfortable, and they kind of like stretch at the toes, which is great. And I've already walked around an amusement park in these. I walked around Hershey Park in these, and they were like pretty comfy. So I think I'll be able to last at Disney in those. So that's really good. Now the last items I want to show you that are kind of like a part of my Disney haul are ears. Now for those of you who don't know, I have an Etsy shop that I will link down below where I make tons of different ears, and I made a few different ones. I'll show you the ones that are on my shop first, because these, if you like them, you can actually get them at my shop. These are Mickey Mouse ears with a red bow that kind of have like mini Mickey. It's kind of like a vintagey kind of pattern, which I really, really like. And I think I'm gonna take these with me on my Disney trip. And then these are even cuter. They're Minnie Mouse. Oh, I love them so much. And they just say Minnie Mouse all over them. And they're just super cute, super comfy, and I'm obsessed with them. And then, of course, because I was showing you all of those Epcot Spaceship Earth stuff, why wouldn't I make Spaceship Earth ears? Now, these are not on my Etsy shop, but if someone were to like say, oh my gosh, I really like those, could you sell them on your Etsy? I would probably do these again. They were too hard to make, but yes. So those are so cute, and they'll go with my outfit that I'm gonna be Disney bounding a Spaceship Earth in. And then these are probably my favorite ones to date. They are Tower of Terror ears that I made. They were super hard to make. I don't know that I would necessarily ever make these for anyone else, just because like they were really hard to make, and I don't know, I'm about quality, and I don't know if these are the prettiest ears I've ever made, but yeah, so here they are. What's really cool about these is I used glow-in-the-dark puffy paint here, and I used glow-in-the-dark paint around the logo. So if I were to turn off the lights, I don't know if it would actually show up on camera, but they do glow in the dark. Right there, you can see how they're kind of glowing, but this is like the best I can do because it's still pretty light in here. But you can kind of see how this is. It's harder to see unless it's really dark that this glows. So that is it for the Disney haul portion. Now I'm going to start talking about Disney do's and don'ts. And I made a video in 2016 before I was packing. It was like called Pack With Me, and I'm pretty sure I talked about the same things. But since I've been working at Disney, I kind of found like more tips and tricks for packing and like going to the parks that I didn't necessarily like know before. So I'm just going to be talking about some of those. My first tip is to pack comfy clothes. You do want to pack comfy clothes because although something might look cute or you might find a Disney bounding outfit that looks really nice, it might not be the most comfortable thing. And when you're in Disney and it's hot out and you already feel uncomfortable because of that, you really want to make sure you're comfortable in whatever you're wearing. So anything that you feel comfortable in is a good choice. Just make sure you're not packing things that might be a little too tight, because I know like when I go to Disney, I'm snacking all the time. So sometimes I like to bring pants that are maybe a little bigger because I know that I'm probably going to gain weight when I'm in Disney, and that might not be the case for everybody, but just to be prepared and to bring comfy clothes. The next Disney do is to pack for the weather. So if you go to Disney like me in the summer, you know it's pretty much going to be very hot when you go. And pretty much no matter what time you go to Disney, it's still going to be pretty warm or warmer depending on where you live. And if you do go in the winter, be prepared because it does also get cold sometimes. So my advice to you is basically just know when you're going, check the weather ahead of time, and be prepared for that. Which brings me to the next thing, which is to bring a sweatshirt, because in the nighttime sometimes it does get a little chilly, and depending on what you're doing, you might want a light jacket or a light sweatshirt, so make sure you pack one just in case. Back to the weather, bringing an umbrella is another Disney do. An umbrella or a poncho, because it's Florida. 9 out of 10 chances it is going to rain at some point in the day. Now the way Florida rain works is normally it'll thunderstorm for about maybe an hour and then it'll stop and then you'll be good. But if you want to go do something, like let's say you want to go ride Soarin' but you're in the World Showcase and it's pouring and you need to get there, you want to make sure you have like an umbrella or a poncho just in case. And if you don't have a poncho, maybe try buying it at one of the discount stores in Florida or buying one before you get to Florida, because Disney ponchos can be a bit pricey. But other than that, just make sure you have something in case you get caught in the rain. Next Disney do is to bring sunscreen. It is very sunny in Florida and not all parks really have that much shade. I found that Hollywood Studios is very out in the open. A lot of people say Animal Kingdom is the hottest park, but I've always found Hollywood Studios to be the hottest park. So make sure that you have sunscreen that you can reapply, because even if you put it on in the morning, you might want some to reapply in the day. Just make sure you bring plenty of sunscreen so you don't get burnt, because there's nothing worse than being burnt and having to walk around Disney. Next, on comfort, you want to make sure you bring comfortable shoes. So like I said, I have a pair of Nike sneakers that I'll bring, but I'm also going to bring these sneakers because they're just really comfortable and I like wearing them. If you're not into sneakers and you don't find sneakers that comfortable, my mom has a pair of flip-flops that she finds very comfortable. So no matter what it is, just make sure that you can withstand hours of walking on your feet in those so you can enjoy the rest of your Disney trip. So definitely pack comfortable shoes. This next one I learned the hard way. Make sure you pack multiple pairs of sunglasses, and I mean like multiple, like at least 2. Because what happened to me is, because I wear ears to the park all the time, I had a pair of sunglasses that I had fitting over top of the ears, and they slowly got stretched out, and one day we were in Animal Kingdom and they fell off my face, hit the floor, and cracked, and I was out of sunglasses. And once again, Disney is kind of expensive, so Disney sunglasses are not the cheapest. When you can get a $5 pair at Walmart, you're gonna pay double or even triple or quadruple for at Disney. So make sure you bring at least 2 pairs of sunglasses, because you never know when something's gonna happen to one pair and you're gonna need another. Last packing do is to bring a swimsuit. I know a lot of people probably figure, oh, I'm not gonna be at the resort that much, I don't need a swimsuit, but you'd be surprised. Some days it gets really hot in the park and you kind of just get tired and you wanna go back and relax and you wanna get in the pool. So make sure you do have a swimsuit, because you never know when you're actually gonna need it. And I always bring one anyways, just in case, because like I said, you never know, and you might find that you get tired of the parks and you actually want to take a resort day. So make sure you bring a swimsuit. Now on to the packing don'ts. The first thing you don't want to do is overpack, and I say that for multiple reasons. The first reason being, I am an overpacker. I like to overpack all the time. I'll bring anything whether I think I actually need it or not. And there are 2 problems with this. 1, you don't end up using it, so you brought it there for nothing. And 2, once you overpack your suitcase and you don't have any room in your suitcase, you find that when you buy souvenirs, now you have nowhere to put them. So what I like to do is leave a little bit of room in my suitcase. I like to use space-saving bags and kind of just push it all in, so then I have more room, so when I get souvenirs, I can throw them on my carry-on or I can throw them in my suitcase. So definitely don't overpack. Next up is kind of what I already said, which is bringing unnecessary items. So anything that you know you may not need or most likely will not need when you're at Disney. For example, like a laptop. I know maybe you need a laptop, but for me personally, I know I'm not going to need a laptop because I'm not going to be in the resort just chilling out too much. And if I do, I'm going to be using it to be at the pool or to do something else. And I have my phone, so it's not like I need a laptop. So if you know like you don't need something like a laptop, definitely don't bring it, because that goes back to overpacking and not having enough space when you come home for your souvenirs. Alright, so the last portion of this, I'm going to be talking about things that I specifically pack in my suitcase. So a lot of this is going to be kind of girl related, so if there are any guys that are watching this, you might find this like completely irrelevant and you can probably click off now. But for those of you who want to watch this, here are some things that I always have in my bag. So the first one's pretty generic, which is hand sanitizer. I always bring hand sanitizer into the park because you're touching things that a lot of other people have touched, and if you're in a quick service and there's not really a bathroom like nearby, you can just use your hand sanitizer to wash your hands, or even, you know, after a few rides, your hands start feeling like sticky or icky, you can just wash your hands off with some hand sanitizer. Next, I've already kind of talked about this, which is sunscreen. I have a little mini bottle of Banana Boat that you can put in your bag to reapply to at least your shoulders or anything like that, because you're gonna need to reapply because the heat is brutal and you will get sunburned. Next up is for any girl who does not have a thigh gap. I have this Body Glide, which is kind of like deodorant, but you like rub it onto your like the inner parts of your thighs so you don't really chafe much. And I found that it's really helpful, and it really does work, because sometimes even when you wear longer shorts, they ride up when you're walking. So it's just really good to have this, and it really kind of alleviates that pain, because you know once you chafe, it starts hurting and you kind of can't get rid of it. So definitely be preventative and use this beforehand. I got this at Dick's Sporting Goods. I think you can get it at things like Sports Authority. I'm sure you can find it online. You can find this a lot of places. So definitely try this. Next up, I have dry shampoo, because sometimes you don't have time to wash your hair in Disney, or maybe you do, but you wake up and it's still kind of or you get back from a park and you kind of just want to freshen it up. So I use this, especially because my bangs, they kind of get oily like when I'm out sweating or walking around a park. So this is really good to kind of help get rid of that. Which brings me into my next item, which I got in my Ipsy subscription, which I have not tried yet, but it's called Perfect Shine Oil Mist, Color and Heat Protectant. It's supposed to kind of get rid of the oil in your hair, so I'm definitely bringing this, and I'm going to try this on my bangs, because even now, even though I haven't been out, it's kind of getting a little oily because I didn't wash it last night, but yeah, so I can't wait to try this because I think this is going to be really helpful. The next thing I don't actually have with me, but battery packs. Extra little battery packs to help keep your phone charged. Now I know the parks sell them, so if you wanted to buy them at the parks you can, because you buy them and then you can kind of exchange them for new refilled like fresh batteries. So that's always something to try. I have plenty of batteries, so I like to just kind of bring my own. Next up, I also don't have, because I haven't bought yet, but I need to, and that is face blotting sheets, because along with hair getting oily, sometimes like my chin gets a little oily or other parts of my face get a little oily, so definitely to get like blotting sheets to kind of blot that out. Last two items are definitely makeup related. I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer, and I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Now, I swear by this setting spray. I mean, I love the primer, but I swear by the setting spray, because working at Disney, this is what I used. And not only when I'm in the parks and, you know, sweating and stuff, I could see that all my makeup would stay on, but working in the kitchen, it would get really, 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 really hot. And I would use this, and some nights when I would get off work, my makeup would look better than it did when I first put it on in the morning. This stuff really works, and as long as you don't like rub your face, you'll be good, because I was out on the 4th of July in a pool getting splashed in the face, sweat dripping down my face, and when I came home all of my makeup was still on. As long as you don't smear it or like try to wipe it all off, the sweat is not going to take off your makeup, because this stuff is amazing. And I don't know if it's a combination of the Smashbox or the All Nighter spray, but I've heard a lot of good things about the All Nighter spray, and I really swear by it, so I love that. Alright, well that is it for this video. That is all I have. And like I said, this is going to be the last one that I upload before I go to Disney. So then when I come back from Disney, I'm going to have, obviously, a Disney haul. I'm not sure how big it's going to be, because I never know how much money I'm going to spend in Disney. I'm going to try to like keep it to a minimum, but probably not going to happen. And then I will have hopefully some good footage to film or to put into a video for you guys. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do it like day by day, or if I'm gonna make just one big video. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be vlogging. I don't know exactly what's happening. But yes, so make sure to look out for all of that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!